All right, ladies and gents, welcome to another mini recap of JBT. We've got a game on at the Western Conference Finals. Wasn't the most entertaining of games, but I have two very knowledgeable human beings with me, Nick Bam Boylan and Joe Money Makar. We're going to start with Nick Bam. Nick, what went wrong with Denver, mate?
Where to begin, Jack? After a really hot shooting start for the Nuggets, where they went 63.6% from the field in that first quarter, it all really fell apart from there. While they did a really fantastic job controlling the pace of the game in the previous series against the Clippers, they did the same success today against the Lakers. The Lakers got exactly what they want in transition, feasting and feasting and getting into the paint at will. That's Jokic started as well as Murray, but the Lakers vets, credit to them, they got under the Joker's skin quite a bit, got him into foul trouble and stopped him really getting anything active on the offensive end, whether that was scoring or getting his teammates involved. And yeah, there was a couple of whistles involved that I think that we might say were a little bit questionable, but the fouls went down on the stat sheet and it really limited what the Joker could do. And it was just really a game that once the Lakers got under the Nuggets' skin, 7 turnovers in that second term when things started to fall apart. They were turning the ball over at will, offensive fouls, and it didn't really look like they could get back into the game. Although the Nuggets have shown that being able to get back into contests when they have been down by large margins at the half, but it wasn't really that day. The Lakers were too good. Dwight Howard, fantastic game off the bench. Rondo, also a fantastic game off the bench for the Lakers. And they were just too good. And probably the other thing to take away from the Nuggets, outside of Murray and Jokic, both scoring 20 points, but the other guys really struggled for them. Gary Harris, 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Jeremy Grant, 9 points on 3 of 11. And Michael Porter Jr., 11 points on 3 of 9. And the Nuggets finished 34.4% shooting on deep range threes, a number that got boosted at the end in junk time. So lots going wrong for the Nuggets, but they have shown they can come back. Joe, what did the Lakers do so well?
I thought in this case, the Lakers just played well as a team, and you're seeing in the bubble when there's really no true home court advantage, you're seeing the importance of having a team that plays with cohesion. So, for example, you look at the East, and nobody really had Miami coming out of the East, and they haven't done it yet, but they're up 2-0 on the Celtics, and I like their odds to come out of the East. And when you account the Miami Heat and you look at this Lakers team, one thing they have in common is they both play a team brand of basketball. Not only do they get production out of their stars, but you see guys for the Lakers like tonight, Rondo stepped up, Dwight Howard stepped up, Caldwell Pope stepped up, Kuzma. You're getting a bunch of production from guys who just know their role and know how to succeed in those roles. Because in this league, you already know what you're going to get from your stars. LeBron and AD, good for at least 25 points a night in the playoffs, I want to say. LeBron, you know he's going to get a near triple-double. But it's what are these other guys going to do? Are they going to step up? Are they going to make shots that are open? And in the end, hustle, scrappy plays like that, the energy that Dwight brought off the bench, these are little things that make a huge difference when it comes to playoff time.
No doubt about it, lads. No doubt about it. I will say a couple of things, couple of takeaways overall. Watching Jokic's insane passes left, right, and center. I mean, that does things to my body that I don't think I've seen since Joe Harris splashing threes this season. And I did bring a prop because we know what happened tonight with some of those fouls. Scott Foster was having a fun time. Maybe one of the stars of the game as well. Nick, who you got for game 2 before I jump into Joe?
I think the Nuggets may pinch a close one if they can make some adjustments to slow the game down and be a little bit more patient on offense and not get into too many turnovers. But I think they are going to learn from the punch in the mouth that the Lakers gave them and getting under their skin. They need to take the temperament down, but I think the Nuggets could pinch a close one here.
Joe, game 2?
Game 2, I could really see it going either way, but just because of the complete dominance I saw in the end, I do also believe that Denver cuts it closer next time, but I think the Lakers are going to take game 2 as well.
Hopefully your predictions are as accurate as Charles Barkley's words tonight, lads. Thanks for joining me as always, guys. Stay tuned for more episodes, more mini recaps. Subscribe to JBT on iTunes, the Owl, and all the OTG podcasts. Plenty of content dropping for days. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Nick Bam Boylan.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.